Right, so before we get into talking about which side hustles are the best for the beginners, there's one thing you need to know first. Side hustles and making money online is a skill. It's like a muscle. You will have to train, be persistent to actually make these things work. So we're first going to talk about that. So to make your first 50k online, you're going to have to be extremely consistent. You're going to have to develop your skills, develop that so-called muscle to allow this all to work. For example, let's say I was going to go out and try 10 kick-ups. So you get the whole gist of it. For anyone who hasn't done kick-ups before, and if you're broken in the head like me, it's going to be extremely hard to make it work. So that's what I mean. If I kept trying this, I keep being consistent, and I keep growing my skills, I'll be able to do 10 kick-ups in no time. But it's about being consistent, and it's about not giving up. So I clearly can't do 10 kick-ups, but what does that mean? Does that mean that football's fake, that 10 kick-ups is impossible, that it's a total scam, just like a side hustle that you may be trying? No, it doesn't. Just like football, just like going to the gym, most people aren't going to get it the first time round, and that's just part of the game. You've got to keep going, you've got to keep practicing, and you know, it's very, very hard to make it first time round. So keep going, keep churning, and you will no doubt make it work. Next, let's take the gym, for example. Pretty much everybody out there wants to get their dream body, but how many people are actually going to go out there and put in the persistence, put in the effort, focus incredibly hard on getting there? The point is, you don't hear people saying that the gym is fake, that the gym is a scam, that the gym isn't effective, and that it doesn't work. Most people agree the gym works, and it's a proven way of getting to that dream body. The only reason that people don't end up getting their dream body is either they make excuses for not going to the gym, whether they don't have enough time or whatever it may be, or they do start and they end up falling off halfway through. This is the exact same as starting an online business or starting a side hustle. And what I mean by online businesses and side hustles being even harder than going to the gym, we're talking about your dream body here. We're talking about the dream amount of money that you want, whether that's hundreds upon thousands upon millions. That is what we're talking about. You can start small and slowly build your way up, and that is why side hustles are a perfect part of this equation. Side hustles are designed for a stepping stone. Some of the most successful people out there often started with a little hustle at first.
Top 3 hustles.
Whether that's flipping vinyls, whether that's doing drop shipping, and then going on to make multi-million pounds businesses. You'll probably know people if you are interested in entrepreneurs, and you'll find a lot of people out there who have some of the biggest businesses in the world started with a very simple side hustle. And that is why it's a perfect way for beginners to get started, because there isn't too many factors involved in it, and there are a lot of people out there who can teach you exactly how to do a side hustle, almost like a personal trainer at the gym. It speeds up the whole process for you. So next, let's talk about the best beginner side hustle to get started with. So selling highly demanded out of stock items and limited edition items on places like eBay and Facebook, aka reselling. Reselling is an age-old side hustle. It's been around for tens of years, and even going back to the Nintendo Wii launch in 2007, we can see this same process stepping up again. The Nintendo Wii was sold out for a year straight, fetching hundreds of pounds over the initial retail value due to the insane demand and shortage of these devices. Anytime an item is significantly outweighed by demand compared to supply, then an item will start reselling, and this is where resellers step in and start to scoop up these products to sell on third-party platforms like eBay and Facebook for a profit. These types of items are items like PS5s, Wiis, all incredibly highly demanded items with relatively low supply. These type of items like the PS5 and the Wiis are the biggest money makers of all time for resellers. When an item is so massively demanded, resellers can literally print cash. And we've seen this happen all over again in the last 2 years with PS5s. PS5s have been reselling for 2 years straight now, fetching anywhere from £500 profit at their initial release for the first couple of months to £100 to £150 at the current times. And especially in the run up to the current Christmas, we are seeing prices slowly start rising because of the increased demand yet again. Over 2 years on from the initial release. The PS5 has been one of the biggest money makers for resellers of all time. During this 2 years, PS5s have been restocking on a weekly basis, going out of stock shortly after they do restock, just because people like us have monitors set up and we are available to buy these items as soon as they come back in stock. Once again, these items have taken the UK by storm, making resellers an incredible amount of cash just due to the sheer availability, but then again, the insane demand which ensures that these items sell out 5-10 minutes after the restock has caused the perfect storm again. Very similar to PlayStation 5s, but this time instead of just one item reselling, we have a variation of 8 to 10 different air fryers that are all printing incredible money for resellers. Each air fryer can fetch anywhere from 60 to 120 pound profit from each one that you buy. If you sell 20 air fryers a month for 80 pounds profit each, that is about 1.5k profit. On average, it takes about 20 minutes at max to actually resell a product in full workflow. It's like a skill. Put in the time and the effort and you will soon master the art of reselling. Another thing to take into account is the cash that you need to start reselling. For example, if you wanted to do 20 air fryers like we just mentioned, you would need around £3,000 to £4,000 to buy 20 air fryers at once. And obviously for the vast majority of people, that will not be expected. So if you are a beginner and you are just getting into reselling, we recommend that you have around £300 to £500 to start reselling with. But with that said, the more the merrier in this game. When doing reselling, you can always sell a product and then buy more. So, how do you become a reseller? You need to know what products actually resell, what you're going to buy them for, what you're going to sell them for, and where you're going to buy them from. The second thing you need to know is you need to know when these sold out products are back in stock, and that is exactly what we do here at Crep Notify. We have a Discord and a mobile app that will notify you about any new products that we find that are reselling, whether this is a new air fryer, a new random product, any limited edition Pokemon, anything like that. We will notify you saying X item is available for X price to X day, X time, whether we're monitoring these items, all the information about these products. But then the most important thing that we do via these platforms is we deliver the restock notification. So when an air fryer comes back in stock, we'll send you a notification saying air fryer is back in stock. You're gonna buy it for £100, you're gonna sell it for £200, and it's back in stock at John Lewis. You just click on the push notification from the Crep Notify mobile app or Discord server, depending on which one you are using. That takes you through to the website. You'll then jump on that website, buy the item as fast as possible. When the item arrives, list it on eBay and Facebook to sell it. So the second thing you need to be a reseller is you need to know what platform to sell it on and how's best to sell it. So we will explain exactly how you do everything in the best way possible, and Crep Notify is the ultimate toolkit and the ultimate platform that every reseller needs to make them make more profit and allow them to grow as a reseller. Reselling is the #1 side hustle. Reselling is the best side hustle in the world. Obviously. Reselling is the #1 side hustle, and you need to do it now. So I forgot one of the most fantastic things about reselling. Reselling is not only an amazing side hustle to start for various different reasons, like it being not time consuming, like it being relatively easy to learn, low barrier to entry with money, but the best thing about reselling is what we call risk-free. Reselling, when you are buying items from a retailer like Curry's or John Lewis, places like that, you are going to be guaranteed a 28-day return policy. They vary from 14 to 28 days. 95% of these returns policies are free, but there is another 5% of products that you will have to pay postage to return an item, and very rarely an item isn't returnable. But when we post out a new product into the Crep Notify platform under a new buy, we will tell you about the returns policies in that post, whether it's 14 days free, 28 days free, 28 days paid postage, so you know exactly what is returnable and what's not. And when it comes to return returns policies, we highly recommend that you keep an eye on all returns policies, whether you keep this in a little spreadsheet or in a notepad. You keep an eye on all of your returns policies, so if for whatever reason an item doesn't sell, you've always got that peace of mind to return an item and then go again when the money comes back. And that is what makes reselling one of the most risk-free side hustles out there, and we are blessed to have this feature under our belts. So what are you waiting for? Sign up to Crep Notify and become a reseller today. We will provide you with all the information about how to resell, about new drops, previous drops and restocks, everything that you need to get involved with reselling. So if you want to get signed up and take advantage of the best time of year to resell, so get signed up. The links to everything will be in the description. You will find a link to our iOS and Android app in there, so if you want to sign up that route, or you will find a link to our website so you can get signed up on our website as well. And if you do sign up on the Crep Notify website, do not worry, this will still give you access to everything we offer. So that includes the mobile app and the Discord server, so you can get all the information you need. A little top tip as well is that the website is £5 cheaper than the iOS app, just because of the insane fees that Apple charge on memberships. So get yourself signed up and take advantage of this best time of year to resell and start your side hustle, start your new side hustle, whether it be your first, your second, third, fourth, fifth. Reselling is still a great side hustle to get involved with, so make sure to click the links in the description and become a reseller today. If you want to watch more about how reselling works, click this video right here and you can find out how reselling works in the flesh. Other than that, people, stay consistent and keep chasing your dreams. Anything is possible. Decent. Oh, fucking missed a restart.